Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. As you can probably see from the setup we have here, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a different thing with filming today for today's readings. I did receive some feedback from a good friend of mine that he felt like I needed to maybe show myself on camera a little bit more. And as you guys know that watch my videos, usually I kind of just show a close-up of the cards and it's not really me on camera, it's just like me delivering the message, but more focus on the cards. So I'm super curious to hear your feedback today, you guys, if you prefer just kind of seeing the cards or if you like seeing me on camera and actually like me delivering the messages to you face to face, okay? So leave me a comment, let me know down below. The second thing that I wanted to touch on before we get into what's going on with today's reading is I do still have a personal reading giveaway going on for the month of July. So just wanted to remind you guys that that is still going on throughout the entire month. The details on how you can win the personal reading will be linked in the description box down below. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to be reading on today. So today's pick a card reading is going to be really focused on what is blocking you from being able to draw romantic love into your life. So there is a reason why I selected this reading topic for today. And that is just recently, I've been noticing that a lot of you guys who are booking readings with me or even just connecting and communicating with me on social media, I'm getting a lot of questions from you guys about specific people that are in your life that you have feelings for, who you're really confused about, and they're maybe not like, they're not being clear about how they feel and what they want, right? And I think that sometimes, you know, it can be helpful to get a tarot reader to like find out what's going on with them, what are their intentions, how do they feel, all of those things. But at the end of the day, you know, we are really a mirror to what we are attracting into our lives. And today's reading, I really wanted to make sure was more focused on you guys. What is it that you personally can do with yourself in order to draw in the type of romantic relationship that you're truly looking for? So we're gonna just be eliminating all distractions, all partners, parties, anything like that going on. And we're really gonna be focusing today's readings solely onto you. So what is it that you as a person need to do in order to be able to draw in the right type of partner that you truly desire, okay? So I'm super excited to do this reading for you guys. I personally probably need to take some advice from this reading for myself as well. So we'll just be doing the reading together. All right, so in just a second, I'm gonna show you a close-up of the 4 piles that we have to choose from for today's reading. And I will see you guys in just a minute at your personal reading. Bye. All right, guys, so as promised, here is a close-up view of our 4 piles that we have to choose from for today's reading. So we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So as with all pick a card readings, what I would love for you guys to take a moment to do at this moment in time, pause the video if you need to, take a few deep breaths and kind of get yourself into a place of relaxation. And I want you to really meditate and think about the question that we're going to be answering today, which is, what is blocking me from drawing romantic love into my life? Okay? What is blocking me from drawing romantic love into my life? When you guys feel ready, I want you to choose or select the stone or card that you feel the most intuitively guided to. So what is your intuition telling you? Which pile is really the right one for you, okay? And whenever you're ready, I will have the timestamps linked in the description box down below for you guys to be able to fast forward to your personal reading. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. All right, so if you chose pile 1, which is this little blue stone, let's find out what is blocking you from drawing love into your life. Okay, so first we have Hello from Heaven. We have the Temple Path. Okay, we have the Chaser. And then lastly, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, pile 1. So the biggest message coming through for you guys, pile 1, it feels like you guys may have a little bit of a fear of abandonment. And I do also feel that there is something that has to do with family, or people who are really close to you, people who you really love. Something to do with family and their beliefs and what they want from you that's kind of like causing you to be hung up on certain things that maybe don't really matter, if that makes sense. So let's just kind of go in order. Let me tell you like kind of like why I'm thinking this. So we started off your reading with Hello from Heaven. This says, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. I feel like for maybe a lot of you guys, this is a situation where maybe for some of you, you've had a parent or a loved one that has passed. This was somebody that you were really, really super deeply connected to, really close to. Their opinion really matters to you. Their values that they instilled in you are very important to you. And something about whoever this person is kind of like hanging you up from being able to draw the type of person into your life that you're really looking to connect with. This to me is even further clarified here by the Temple Path. So I actually want to read this card's description from the guidebook. This is the Energy Oracle deck here. And the reason I want to read this to you is because this card actually speaks to family as well. Okay, so this says, okay, I'm going to hold it up. So the Temple Path. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in its mind for this lifetime. This card is here to tell you that what you're going through right now is all a part of the soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. This is the part I really want you guys to listen to with. It's going to talk about the lights. So the lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their source of wisdom and inspiration. So I know that's probably weird that I just read from that, but I don't care. I just felt like the way that they framed that really explained really well what this message is about. I feel like one of the things that's blocking you guys from being able to draw love into your life, it does have to do with family. It has to do with the people around you. It said it in the book about how, you know, you rely on your family for guidance, for advice, right? So whether or not this is pertaining to a family member who is passed and is no longer with you, or if this is referring to a family member that's in your life right now, or a friend that's in your life right now that kind of has a strong impact and influence over you, there's a need for you to really kind of like release the chatter from other people and release what you feel the expectations of these people in your life are, because this is your path. It's not their path. So when people want to like kind of chime in and like give their unsolicited advice, or if you're going to them all the time, like asking for their opinion, that is preventing you from being able to find love, point blank. Now, I think I mentioned earlier that I was sensing a little bit of a fear of abandonment issue with this group in particular, and I think that this is further clarified by the next two cards that we have in your spread. So first we have the Chaser. This says, Chaser in a relationship, fear of abandonment issue. So this is like the type of energy where like when somebody gets too close to you, it's like you run away. And I feel like the reason that you guys may have that sort of like knee-jerk reaction is because, you know, if somebody from your past left you, if somebody from your past maybe like passed away, sometimes that can cause us to feel fearful of getting too close to somebody new, because we are just like, we had that traumatic experience maybe when we were a child, or maybe like, you know, whenever it was in our past. And so we're fearful that when we get too close to somebody that they're going to leave us. So it's easier for us to run away to avoid getting hurt than for us to stay and really build that closeness with them. And then again here with the Five of Pentacles, I remember when I was shuffling the piles earlier and really getting us set up for this reading, this card literally like jumped out of the deck for you. It was like a message screaming at me that I had to deliver to you. And the Five of Pentacles here, this is also a card that really speaks to abandonment. It speaks to feeling like you're left out in the cold. And I almost feel like for you guys, it's like you have this deep desire within you to feel closeness with somebody and to really have that like ride or die partner, someone that's going to be there with you through thick and thin, somebody that, you know, you can just be with, whether you guys have a lot of money or not. But this card, it also has to do with feeling badly about yourself, sometimes low self-esteem. It can have to do with feeling like you've been abandoned by somebody in your life. Again, taking me back to this hello from heaven. So take it as it resonates for you guys, but I definitely can feel that like for a lot of you guys, this does have to do with the loss of somebody that you really, really loved in your life. And I feel like there could be a need for you to like dig a little bit deeper into this, to maybe explore like how that loss is manifesting itself in your love life, okay? So really, really powerful message for you guys that chose group number 1. Please kind of like let me know in the comments how this resonates for your specific situation, if there was anything new you learned today, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, pile 2. So if you chose this little rose quartz heart, let's go ahead and find out what is potentially blocking you from drawing love into your life. All right, so the first card we have, you know what to do. This says, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay, okay? We have the third chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra. I already know what's going on with y'all. I can tell. We have the coffee cup. This says meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship, or some messages there. And from the tarot, we have the 10 of spells, which is the 10 of wands. So listen, you guys, I feel like those of you that chose pile 2, this is also my pile. This is the issue that I have as well. So the first thing that I'm getting here is like, so we have you know what to do, right? This is all about feeling really confident in yourself. This is about trusting in your intuition, trusting that like you guys know how to meet people. You know that there's something that you need to take action on in your life regarding finding love, but you're just not doing it right now. Okay, you're just not doing it, or maybe you're not really putting a lot of effort into it. I feel like you guys feel like really oppressed, or not oppressed, it's probably like the wrong word, but you feel like really weighed down at the prospect of having to do what it takes to actually find somebody, okay? Please, let me explain further. So with the third chakra, this is our solar plexus. So you can see it's here on the stomach area. And this also has to do with confidence. This has to do with the way that we show up in situations. This is about knowing who I am as a person, knowing who you are as a person, right? And having the confidence to kind of go out there and have the willpower to meet people and be social. And are you being extroverted, right? In social situations where you can actually connect with others. I feel like there's a blockage here when it comes to that. Like with this 10 of wands energy here, this is all about feeling like weighed down by something. It's like, ugh, this is so much work. I feel exhausted at the prospect of having to like exert myself and go out and talk to people. I feel like you guys just maybe you don't really like enjoy dating necessarily, right? With the coffee cup here, it's almost like I get the vibe that a lot of you guys enjoy maybe just being friends with somebody first, because that feels a little bit more natural to you than like maybe joining a dating site or having to like challenge yourself to try new things, right? It's almost like it's easier for you to just connect with the same old familiar people that you already know. Because going out and like having to exert yourself feels exhausting to you, if that makes sense. I totally have this issue as well, so please, like, I totally understand where you're coming from. But the cool thing about this, you guys, is that with you know what to do, I definitely feel like you have a level of awareness. I feel like this group has definitely put in a lot of thought into the situation, and you guys like know that there are certain steps and certain actions that you need to take, and that you know that you'll be successful. With the coffee cup coming up here too, this says meeting and conversing. It's like, I think you guys just need to give yourself a little bit of a push to maybe try something new. So that can mean like putting yourself in a new environment, putting yourself in a different situation that's like outside of like your normal routine. This is a really good way to kind of like encounter different people other than just the same old people that you're comfortable with all the time, right? And it can be like a slight shift or a slight switch up, right? So like, let's say you guys go to the same coffee shop every morning to get your coffee. Maybe you try a different coffee shop one day a week. Let's say you guys go to the same gym every day to work out. Well, maybe you try going to a different gym a couple of times a week, just so that you can be around different types of people and connect with them. I feel like with this group, it's like you really want to make sure that when you're dating and going out and meeting people, that it feels like natural and it feels just like easy, because I think you guys might be feeling like it's a lot more trouble than it's worth. And there's a lot of people out there to connect with, right? It doesn't have to feel so like weighing on your shoulders like such a burden. I think for you guys, just make those slight little adjustments to your routine so that you're not feeling like you're overexerting yourself or it doesn't feel authentic to you. So that's the message I'm getting for you, group number 2. Definitely drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this resonates for you or not. It definitely resonated with me personally. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hey there, group number 3. So if you chose this cute little bumblebee Jasper, let's go ahead and see what's potentially blocking you from drawing love into your life. Woo. All right, so the first card, we have Remember Who You Are. Okay, we have Contract. Ooh. You guys will see, like, the more that you see me on camera, I have a very, like, silly personality, so please forgive me. We have the Cassette. This says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Cassette, okay? And from the tarot, we have the 9 of Boons, which is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So, pile 3. I feel like you guys, pile 3, may have been brought up or maybe experienced a specific sort of situation when it comes to love and romance. Maybe it's just been a way that this has been modeled to you or something, but there's something that happened in your past for sure that has given you sort of a very rigid perspective on love and relationships in general. We have the Cassette here. This probably caught my eye the most out of everything that popped out, and the Contract as well, which we'll get to in a second. This says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And you know, cassettes, I mean, like, these are really old. This is like what my parents listened to when they listened to music, like back in the 80s before I was born, okay? So, well, I was born in the 80s, but the late 80s. So I say all this to say is like, there's some sort of way that you have been conditioned to really think about love, and it's old, it's outdated, you need to release it. The reason I feel like this was either an experience that you went through or something that was modeled to you, maybe either through your parents or some other significant like relationship in your life, is because we have the Contract here. The Contract, this is all about like literally contracts. So in love, this can mean like a marriage that was modeled to you. Maybe some of you guys have been married in the past. If not, maybe some of you guys have just been in some really kind of like more serious committed relationships in the past. And I feel like there just wasn't a lot of love modeled to you in these types of connections and these types of relationships. It's almost like people just got married because that's what they were supposed to do, right? And everything is done in a very fair, balanced, kind of neutral way. But it's kind of weird too, is like when I see this particular card and you can see how she's like blindfolded, it's like, it's almost like she's not even her own person. It's like, it's just about feeling that balance, making sure things are balanced, but it's like she's not even seeing what's really happening in front of her, which is kind of, it's like weird. You know, it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's just not a lot of emotion in this card. It feels like you guys have been shown or experienced a marriage or relationship or something like that that has caused you to really think, okay, like all relationships are like this. All relationships are like X, Y, and Z. That's the way that I was raised. That's based off of my experience. And that's actually getting in your way from being able to find someone that you would truly be able to connect with. I also think too, with this 9 of Pentacles that comes up, you know, this is all about money. You know, this is about having all of the material things that you need to be comfortable. So maybe for some of you guys, this relationship or whatever it was that was modeled to you in the past, it was very much just centered around like money and finances and comfort, right? But something else, another message that I'm getting for this card is for a lot of you guys that chose group number 3, 9 of Pentacles, this is also about kind of exuding an energy of like, I don't need anybody, I just got me. It's kind of like that very much single, unbothered type of energy. So even if you guys are not necessarily intending to come across that way, you could be maybe putting other love interests off because you come across as like very independent, very much like you have all your stuff together. You've got like, you guys probably all have a really good job, good career, you're financially stable, you've got plenty of material things. And I think that perception is definitely coming across to some potential love interests, and it could be putting them off, right? So just something to consider for some of you out there watching this. So we also have remember who you are. This says you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. To me, this is all about you being the unique individual that you are, and really remembering to anchor back to that. Really remembering to like celebrate who you are as a unique person. You are not this outdated mode of thinking or this, you know, unemotional relationship. You know, this says right here, you are a powerful, loving, creative child of God, and you're very loved. So you need to, I feel like you guys that chose pile 3, you guys need to like kind of anchor back into what it is that you feel really passionately about, even just for yourself first, right? Like, what are the things that you really love about yourself? What are the things that are really, really important to you? And then thinking about relationships, like what are, throwing these outdated, you know, ideas to the side, like what is it that you would actually want in a romantic life partner? Would you want somebody that was creative like you? Would you want someone that was very loving like you? Or if not, like you're gonna end up with these people that are just very, you know, dry, and they really just look at relationships and marriages like a business contract. And I feel like that's not what you guys want, ultimately. Yeah, I think you guys, there's a need for you guys to really kind of separate yourselves from this, you know, outdated way of thinking or this connection from your past, and kind of get more clear about who you are as an individual and what the things are that you actually want when it comes to a relationship. And it doesn't necessarily have to be this, right? This isn't serving you anymore. So there's a need to kind of like shake things up a little bit and change your mindset. So hopefully this was able to help you guys out. Group number 3, I'm super curious. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your love life. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey there, pile 4. So if you chose this orangey colored heart, let's see what could be potentially blocking you guys from finding love or drawing love into your life. Okay, so first we have gifts from God. Ooh, okay, we have yin and yang. We have the sunglasses. And we have the 3 of visions, which is the 3 of cups. So interesting. So, for you guys, pile 4, I have a feeling that you guys probably have a lot more options for love than you actually think you do. And I feel like maybe your problem right now that you're experiencing is that you're having a hard time receiving these options. You're having a hard time maybe seeing them for what they are. You're having a hard time actually like being receptive to them. And this could be a situation where it's like maybe the people that you're connecting with, you automatically put them in the friend zone with the 3 of cups for some reason. Could be something else, but overall I'm just kind of picking up just a inability to like receive the options that are given to you. So here's kind of like why I'm saying this, okay? So we have gifts from God. So this says, we angels bring you gifts from your creator, open your arms to receive. So what this is telling me, like right off the gate, is that, you know, there are blessings all around you. There's potential opportunities all around you when it comes to love. The reason I feel like you guys are having a hard time maybe like receiving these blessings or receiving these opportunities that are being gifted to you is we have the sunglasses card. So this says watching, looking, stalking. I don't think you guys are stalking. Gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. For me, when I think of like putting on sunglasses, this is almost like what you do when you're like out in a public place and you just don't want to be bothered. I always think of those people that like wear sunglasses in the gym, or they wear like sunglasses at the club. You know what I mean? Like they're out at the club with all these people around them, but they're just like totally not bothered. They don't want to make eye contact. They're just like not interested. This is further confirmed here for me with the yin and yang card. So I did this with another group. I'm gonna open up the guidebook and just read a couple buzzwords for you guys, just because I think that they do a really good job of really explaining what the cards mean. This is the energy oracle cards. So for you guys, I'm really picking up that this is more about the yin versus the yang. So yin has to do with being passive, and it also has to do with being intuitive, right? Whereas yang is about being active and logical. So I feel like what's blocking you guys is it's like you've got action happening around you. This is showing me that here with this Three of Cups. It's showing me that here with the gifts from God. I feel like you guys have the people around you. You've got the options at your disposal. Like, at your disposal sounds kind of wrong, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. But there's something about you being passive and not seeing these options for what they really are. It's almost like you're getting in your own way, which is really interesting. Like you're not listening to your intuition about people. You're just like, nope, not interested. With the Three of Cups too, the Three of Visions, I think I mentioned this earlier. I feel like it's highly possible that for you guys, like maybe when you meet people, you tend to put them in the friend zone first. So it's like they're people that you can see yourself having a lot of fun with and going out and like maybe partying with, having a great time, but it's almost like you're keeping these connections really light, really casual. They're very surface level. We're not necessarily deeply getting to know people because it's like we have this focusing out. Let's see if there's anything else coming through for you guys. Pile 4. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll just reiterate again. It's like this card says, open your arms to receive. You know, so I think you guys need to like take these metaphorical sunglasses off and maybe like kind of start examining the people you already have around you in your circle. Is there somebody in your circle now that you know probably has feelings for you or who you know would be interested in dating you? And I think you need to kind of ask yourself why it is that you're choosing not to see this person. Or maybe you're just not aware that you're not seeing them. But I feel like for group 4, like you guys need to look at your friend circle. Look at the group of people that's already in your life. Because I feel like there is like a blessing right there in front of you that you're just like oblivious to right now. Okay? So very interesting messages for you, pile 4. Please, I'm super curious. Let me know what's going on in your love life down in the comments below. Let me know how this message resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.